ultimately whatever you wish to do in your life. If you want to do anything successfully, you must have clarity, isn't it? How much clarity do you have is all there is, isn't it?
This channel is about gaining clarity and providing action plan. The way to gain clarity is by going through mindfulness and logical thinking to produce action plan. This is why it takes longer time, because I need to explain to you, I need to tell you why I choose this topic and what are the obscurities. After going through the logical thinking and the action plan, I need to wrap up, reiterate the point and make conclusion. Making you understand takes time. Therefore, bear with me and watch to the end. Watch this video to the end to find out about this topic. My approach is logical thinking. Think about what makes good sense. In this video, I will provide you an outline of 4 tips on how to lead a team remotely working from home. Make sure you watch to the end and get the outline of that 4 tips. Stage 1, mindfulness. Talk about the topic with facts and information. The topic today is how to lead a team remotely working from home. Working from home could be challenging technically and psychologically. Technical challenges could be skills, techniques, ways and means, IT related issues, etc. Whereas psychological challenges could be resistance, taking advantage, lack of self-discipline, etc. However, some challenges could be just the exposure of hidden weaknesses, such as communication. Communication is about listening actively and expressing your point clearly. That means if you are not good at communication, you will have the same problem even talking face to face. Working remotely exposes this weakness and enhances the degree of the communication problem. From the psychological aspect, the true bonding and connection come from recognizing, complimenting, or acknowledging the good works. Because if you don't have the acts of kindness, you don't give words of encouragement, even seeing face to face, you will not have that bonding. You will not build strong bonding. And the words of encouragement could be done via phone call or video conferencing. Building relationship, the bonding, the connection need the act of kindness, especially if you provide help when they need you. This is the logic of building relationship, bonding, and connection. Of course, we need to see each other. Seeing each other face to face is about the pleasure. Human nature needs interaction and have fun face to face. This is a plus point. Back to the question, how to lead a team remotely working from home. Logically and technically, here are the 4 points, the 4 tips. Point number 1, know your people. Point number 2, build your focus. Point number 3, define your expectation. Point number 4, build your remote working structure. Let's move on to stage 2 and stage 3, logical thinking and action plan. Stage 2 and stage 3, logical thinking and action plan. This is to think about every point logically and come up with action plan. Point number 1, know your people. Logically, if you know your people enough, you will know how to interact with them when you don't see them. For those who have good qualities such as being responsible, committed, honest, conscientious, etc., you will have less concern even though you can't see them, because you know that they are reliable, right? Otherwise, you know that you need to put more thoughts on how to make them perform and live up to your expectations. The action plan is make use of your coaching skills. In the world today, almost every leader needs coaching skill because coaching is the most effective communication skills. It's the best way to get to know a person. If you don't have this skill, you may want to learn it now. Even if you have it but not strong, you want to upskill your coaching skills. Be honest and go do it because coaching skills can be significantly effective in this matter. Know your people. To know your people, you need coaching skill. To lead your people, you need leadership skill. Coaching is part of the leadership skills. Point number 2, build your focus. As a leader, your job is to take the lead. The first and foremost leadership is to lead your team focusing on what you need to achieve. The common goals of your team. It could be the completion of the project or the tasks. The action plans is build small focuses that lead to achieving the ultimate goal. For example, if the ultimate project completion is 3 months, build a few short timeline milestones, such as having a milestone every 2 weeks. Focus on achieving every milestone one after another. Eventually, you will achieve the ultimate goal. Point number 3, define your expectations. This is super crucial because this is your communication framework. You will know how important this is. This will determine how successful and how effective your teamwork could be. The action plan is to establish an ethical framework such as proactive. On this ground, you want to explicitly mention that you expect all communications are proactive. That could mean they are responsible to talk to you instead of having you follow up with them, which could be interpreted as micromanagement. You want to explicitly define your expectation. For examples, first, beside the scheduled team meeting, you will also need to call for ad hoc meetings when things are not moving or when you are not clear about the progress. Number 2, you will call for individual discussion when you need to give further instruction or additional tasks. Third, you expect that they will talk to you about the hurdles, the distraction, or the incidents at home that would have an impact on the work. Fourth, you expect a brief update at the end of the day. Otherwise, you may follow up with them. To sum up, all this means you clearly define how you want them to communicate with you. As a leader, you want to tell them that you will do the same. Lead by example. This will make them feel good because this is 2 ways. Communication remotely, the most challenging part is misunderstanding. Due to assumption, don't assume. Repeat what others have said. Of course, you do not have to repeat verbatimly. Just give a brief summary of what others have said to confirm the understanding. You might think this is tedious, this is taking too much time, but in the long run, you will see the benefit because when mistakes happen, the number 1 root cause is misunderstanding due to assumption. Point number 4, build your remote working structure. It is time to seriously look at how to build a solid structure to facilitate this remote team working. We do need a structure for everything. A structure is a system to facilitate the flow of the work, the connection, making sure all things flow well and work well together. The coordination and the collaboration. The action plan is to talk to the IT team. Tell them what your team needs. To do this, you need to get the entire team involved. because every member should tell you what they need. This structure, this system, is to accommodate everyone's need, such as number one, the cloud storage like Google Drive, Dropbox, etc. This is to facilitate the transfer of data and files. Number two, the file sharing apps such as Google Doc, Google Excel, Google PowerPoint, even Trello, etc. This is to create the common worksheet, the common drawboard, the common files. Everyone has the access to this file and they can put their portion into the files. Number three, online meeting apps such as Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Webex, Google Meet, Skype, etc. All these should be included in new staff orientation. For this one, I have one additional point to be considered. You may want to build a virtual office. That means at 9 a.m. in the morning, everyone sign into a virtual office, an online meeting room, and stay there for all the working hours. But you can turn the video audio off when you don't have any interaction. Do you see my point? Instead of going to the physical office, you're going into a virtual office. Everyone sign in the virtual office, the online meeting room, and just stay there, work together. Interact as and when you want it to be. A thought for consideration. In conclusion, leading a team remotely, working from home could be very challenging. However, here are the 4 tips. Point number 1, if you know your people, you will not worry too much, even though you can't see them. Number 2, if you can make sure everyone focus on the milestone or the small little milestone, you will eventually lead them achieving the ultimate goal in time. Point number 3, if you can define your expectation clearly, communication will be smoother. Stress and mistake will be significantly reduced. Point number 4, if you have a sound remote working structure to facilitate everyone's needs, to facilitate the flow of the work, the connection, the work efficiency will be secure. You will enjoy leading a team remotely, working from home. This is the new norm. We have gone through mindfulness and logical thinking to produce action plans. This is the way I show you how to gain clarity via reflection process mechanism. I am Alicia Tay, the certified professional coach and HRDF certified trainer. If you need extra help, either one-to-one or in a group, please visit my website, jjecorporatepro.com. I will continuously going through some topics to help you gain clarity via reflection process mechanism. I invite you to think about this. Is it more important for you to get motivated and know what to do but don't know how to do it? Or is it more important for you to truly understand how to do it? Certainly when you know how to do it, you know what to do it, right? Remember this. When you understand, you will be clear. When you are clear, you will believe firmly. When you believe firmly, you will be committed. And when you are committed, you will be passionate. Commitment and passions are the 2 key drivers for persistency, perseverance, determination, etc. Watch out for my next video, Reflection Time with Alicia Tay. If you find this video is helpful to you, please subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell because you will be notified when I upload a new video. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video.